Hope you guys are doing well. I feel like I have not talked to you guys in forever, but honestly, the start of the fall semester, just between grad school and then also just trying to get back in routine of working at work with the little kids, and things are a lot different this year where I actually have more hours, so that's also been an adjustment, trying to also just get adjusted to the different schedule of working more, and then also on top of going to classes at night. So it's definitely been an adjustment. But I have some extra time this morning, and I do have class today, but I am zooming into class because I am not feeling, I'm just trying to be cautious, and due to something that happened at work, and I'd rather just kind of keep it on the down low. So because I am zooming in, I am not going to be able, we are actually in a really big classroom for that particular class, so I will only be able to see the slides and not really be able to see the professor or the other students, which that was how it was when I zoomed in for a Thursday class. And so I actually multitasked and just listened while also eventually trying to work on a puzzle or just making lunch or dinner or whatever it was, because I just can't. The Zooms are so much harder. I don't know about you guys, if you guys are students or have to do Zoom meetings for work, let me know in the comments. Do you think Zoom is harder, or do you prefer to be in person? I know for people who are commuters, they probably prefer to be doing the Zoom just for the sake of they don't have to drive, but I'm a person who I just learn better when I get to be in person, so trying to do the Zoom is actually kind of hard. I did actually do a Zoom group meeting yesterday, but the nice thing was she and I actually were very good at just kind of making it real chill, and we were able to get a lot more done than I expected, so that was nice. I am honestly I've been trying to work on adding more self-care into my day. I don't, it doesn't matter whether you're if you're in a helping profession or if you are going to go into a helping profession, your professors are going to preach self-care. That is how it is, which I know a lot of you guys who are teachers or who are social workers, you guys know that. I know you guys do. Even in my counseling classes, that is something they preach. And we actually had to do a wellness wheel, which is it shows different, you rate there's different ones out there. One of them is just kind of it shows the different feelings and has other feelings out there. I will have to kind of post some so that you guys can see some of the different ideas of what the different kind of options of there's so many different ones you can use, and there's ones that would be better for adults obviously versus ones that I'm I would love to use this with kids. I obviously am on the school counseling track, considering I now want to try to combine my social work values and also try to combine my love for working with kids in the educational system, and I see that issue of not being able to be more involved with the parents and more involved with the children on the level of the actual being able to provide those resources. So it's that's where I really want to kind of align. So for now anyways, I would like to eventually branch out down the road somewhere. So so I don't know, I decided to get back into puzzles, so you guys will get to see me working on my current puzzle some today. I have one puzzle that is more I feel Christmassy, so I saved that puzzle for later on. So right now I'm just kind of working on this other puzzle, and I'm actually having a lot harder time than I thought I would with it, but I think it's just because it's so many colors, and that is sometimes I'm just like, oh my gosh, there's too many colors. And then I also am reading books. I have already read, so I finished Run, Rose, Run back when I was on like a little bit of like a break, like visiting my family right before everything was about to start. So right before I was about to start grad school and right before I was about to start, um, right before I was about to start, work as well. And then, which that was really good. I'm really excited for the movie to come out, but I love the book. And then I finished Where the Crawdads Sing. I finally finished that book, and my friend came to visit me, which was so fun. It was really, like, I'm hoping that when next time she comes to visit, we will be able to, like, do more. I would really love to show her some of the other, like, parks and stuff that are nearby and different trails, because I only really got to show her one, and I would love to be able to, but we did go to the movies as well, and like a lot of the stores were closed because it was Labor Day weekend, but it also was like easiest for me for us to do Labor Day weekend. That way I could kind of navigate the aspect of like I would have off for both work and off from school. So that was what was helpful for me. So I personally would really, I was so excited because I got to see the movie Where the Crawdads Sing too. So it was so funny because she had never read the book, didn't know what was going on. So she was like, it was like she had a totally like, whereas I'm like able to watch it from a totally different perspective because I read the book, and so I'm over here trying to see like, trying to like make sure they put certain parts in the movie and really figure out like that kind of aspect. What I really, personally, I always think the book is better. I always will think that. But that is how I am being a bookworm. But I also really loved that the movie made it so you could really see like the marsh and you could see like those aspects of like the feathers and the shells and like the beach. Like I loved being able to see those parts of it because those were the parts that like, although, like, I love being able to read that in a book, it's never the same as being able to see it, like, in picture. So I finished that book. I am now reading The Bookshop on the Corner. I honestly have a whole list of books I want to get through. I am trying to read at least 3 chapters a night on the days where I know, like, I'm not, like, having classes, because I think the nights that I have classes are the nights where I know like I just want to come home and like go to bed. But we'll see. So I am already like I think about like 29% through the book is what like my Kindle, maybe 30 something percent I think is what my Kindle says. I like try to get them through the library because I really prefer to do that. I love having paperback books if I can get them. Like, I know some of the books that are on my list, they're, like, actually ones where, like, they only come as paperback, which is fine by me. I really don't care. I try to also, like, do what I can to, like, use my Kindle as well, because I do really love using the Kindle. Yeah, I'm just like wanted to come on, and I'm just like I also like honestly have missed talking to you guys and missed doing videos, and I felt like this was the perfect time because I'm not working. I didn't work yesterday because we closed yesterday and Monday, so I'm able to really have a little bit of extra time to try to get like a couple of videos in, and I'm honestly like not feeling like that bad. So I am hopefully gonna do like one other video besides this one, so that then you guys can have one for like maybe like one for Monday and one for Wednesday. I also really want to start decorating for fall. Like I so badly want to. I've been trying to decide if I want to order hot chocolate from Target or not, because I know Target has hot chocolate that is vegan, and like so. And I know I'm in my sweater and I'm in like I even have my slippers on, but honestly like in the mornings here, it already feels like fall, so, like, I've been just, like, kind of, like, more comfortable, like, to be, like, all cozied up and drinking my coffee. I am almost out of my coffee that I normally drink, But when my friend was here, I took her to this Amish store in town, and I decided to try this like cinnamon coffee. Like I think it's like cinnamon hazelnut. I don't know. I will have to show you guys when I go to make more coffee. But yeah, I'm so excited to try that one because it almost like it just I couldn't help but feel like it called my name, especially with like the new fall season coming. I'm so excited because I'm just so ready. Gosh, I'm so tired of the hot weather, but yeah, I'm pumped, man. But my classes are going well. My favorite class so far is the pre-K to 12 class, which is a school counseling class, and it's like your basically like beginner class that basically kind of like talks about your like introduction to school counseling. The other classes are more like, one is on like clinical interviewing, the other is like an introduction to school counseling class. This past Thursday was the first Thursday where it actually got a little bit more interesting, or at least better. He is a brand new professor, like, to this school in general, so it was a little bit more, I don't know, I'm still not sure how to feel yet about him, and then the other class that I'm taking is a theories class, which is basically like all the different theories that like you can use when doing counseling. Which, like, the nice thing is because I have an undergrad in social work, I have some knowledge of some of the theories. Because of in social work, you also learn about different theories that you would use in social work. So it's like that is like the nice aspect of it. But personally, the theories are not so fun to learn about. It's necessary, but not fun. So, and plus, it's only once a month. So it's a 7-hour long class on Saturdays. So I'm actually kind of glad I'm zooming in, only because I just don't really like, it makes it so I can just kind of like listen but also multitask and do other things, because I know that I have learned that next time I go in person, I'm going to need to bring like a fidget. But it's just because I get so antsy after a while, like, because I just can't sit there for so long. And it's like we do take like a couple of breaks, but some of the breaks aren't even that long, and we take like an hour break for lunch, and that's like mainly the big like long break. The rest of the breaks are just like small breaks for like, you know, going to the bathroom and like, you know, to fill up your water or whatever it might be. But it's like I don't know. I'm not like that person who can just sit there for 7 hours. So, I mean, but I feel like most of us are. So, I definitely will see you guys in a minute. I'm actually going to go make more coffee now. Here's the coffee. I'm just realizing that I just completely forgot that it does not actually show the flavor on it. But it was like I'm so sure it was like a cinnamon hazelnut type flavor. And so I'm very interested to try it. And like, I mean, even on the side, it's like it's MSG free, GMO free, gluten free, no artificial coloring, and then fairly traded, shade grown, mountain grown, 100% Arabic coffee. And what was really cool about it is that you can actually like just get it so that they go ahead and what I really love about both of, I've never tried this particular coffee flavor or brand before, but I've heard really good things about it, especially from another friend of mine. But my other coffee that I'm sure you've seen before at some point, I'm almost out of. I was supposed to get more, but I just forgot about it. And this person will also like grind it the same way this will, so that then it just turns into French. It's perfect for whatever type of coffee maker you have. So, sorry, my words are running together. So, that is awesome. I love that because personally, like, I've had a lot of issues in the past with like coffee from the store. So I love being able to just go to like a farmer's market or the Amish store and just get coffee that I don't have to deal with. So and it's just already ready. Hey friends, so I am having lunch, and as you saw, I am working on a puzzle. I got I got some done. There's so many colors in this puzzle to the point where I think it's making it a little harder. I almost feel like I don't know. Tell me, do you think it would be easier with less colors or easier with more colors? I don't know. I also have not done a puzzle in a really long time, except for like maybe occasionally when I go visit my family and help my sister with puzzles, because she's like the puzzle queen. But otherwise, I'm trying to get back into puzzle as like a self-care thing, and I'm having my lunch. I am trying to just really make sure to get lots of nutrients in. And so I put like a teaspoon of matcha in here because I haven't been drinking that in the morning anymore. I ended up going back to coffee just because I didn't like that with the matcha. I was using so much creamer in it, and so I was having to buy creamer more, and I don't know, I ended up finding that like coffee just seems to work better for me. And I also just found that I prefer like just tea by itself rather than trying to do like a matcha with all the fanciness. Like if I want a matcha, I'll just go buy one. Like I don't want to do the extra work And so there's some matcha powder in here, and then there's 2 dates, there's chia seeds, there's frozen strawberries, some almond milk, and then protein powder. And I think that's it. This is not even all of it. There's still some left in the blender. So that is what I am having for lunch, and then of course I will probably drink a bunch of tea this afternoon. I've been like very much more in the tea mood this now, and I feel like today is like that first real day of fall. Like, I'm loving it. I wish I could, I might even maybe I'll try to sit outside on the balcony for part of the class. We're on our 1 hour break, so I'm just trying to chill. I find that when I do the Zoom classes, unless I know the teacher's looking at me the entire time, I just like to listen and use it almost like a podcast where I listen and I'm paying attention, but I also need to do something else while I do it, because I just cannot focus for the life of me, especially for these classes where it's just once a month. It's a 7-hour long class. That's a long time. So I'm going to enjoy my lunch. I'm going to have spaghetti tonight, because I was trying to use up all my eggplant meatballs that were in the freezer to try to clean out the freezer a little bit and make room for new stuff. And so then I will probably, honestly, after tonight, I will probably not have the rest of the spaghetti. Whatever's left, that's probably just gonna I'll probably save the rest of the sauce and freeze that. But I honestly am probably not gonna have any more of the pasta. I've gotten to that point where it's I've had spaghetti so many nights now that I don't feel like I could have it anymore. So that's where I'm at. So, yeah. Honestly, I'd love to be watching a movie. I am definitely feeling that vibe of a fall movie or just something like that. Yesterday I watched almost the entire series of Devil in Ohio, and that was interesting. I was quite impressed with the way it ended was what really got me. I wasn't fully surprised, because I had been suspicious of the character, but it was also still very wow. So being that I'm in a counseling program, what I really loved seeing was the fact that there was a counselor, one of the characters was going to counseling, and I love to be able to see how that played out and see whether how that all played out. And I am hoping I can get one of my favorite YouTubers, Cinema Therapy, to review it and talk about it, because one of them is a therapist, but then one of them is just a movie producer, a filmmaker. So I would really love to see if they I would love to see their perspective of the whole thing, particularly the counseling's, the therapist's thoughts. So yeah, I'm gonna go have the rest of this, and then I will see you guys in a little bit, probably for some tea. And this class might go till 5 o'clock, so honestly, the rest of the video will probably just be more of at least until after 5. I will probably mostly just be showing you things here and there while I listen to the class, especially because she is actually trying to have us still do the group activities, so I do have to be involved for that part. And I'm it's not I'm not paying attention, it's just the 7-hour class makes me need to have something to do as well. So I will see you guys soon. Bye. Hey friend, I am back. Of course, I am like cold now that I had that smoothie. So I'm gonna make myself some tea, but I also just am really in the mood for tea, and it's like gloomy outside. Oh man, I wish I could watch a movie instead of be doing class. But of course, we're on our like break, and I'm like very confused about like when we're supposed to pop back in. I don't know. She like went a little overtime, I think, so that's another thing. But anyway, I brought this Indian spice chai from the Amish store when I went with my friend. I tried it yesterday, and it wasn't bad, but it wasn't as like, I feel like regular chai tea is more like sweet, whereas because this is spiced, it is not as like sweet. And what I wanted to do is like, I tried to put a cinnamon stick in it yesterday, but I think that this time around I need to try doing like a cinnamon stick, like put it at the bottom of my teapot, and or either put it in the actual like with the chai tea. I'm kind of thinking put it in with the water and like just let it like soak up with the water and soak up with the tea, because I really like just really wanted like I really wanted to like have that cinnamon flavor in it too. And like, even though yes it has cinnamon bark and cardamom seed in it, I just really wanted to try my cinnamon sticks. I am so excited because I ordered a bunch of hot cocoa, different flavors too, cinnamon, pumpkin spice, and then of course peppermint, and then dark chocolate. So I just, man, loving that it's finally getting into like fall and winter weather. I am so over summer. And so I'm gonna go ahead, and this is like so interesting. So this is, you use 1 to 3 tablespoons tea per quart of water. Heat water to almost boiling. Remove from heat and pour over tea. So, and then you stir, cover, and steep for 10 to 20 minutes or more. So, I like am actually surprised that you do like tablespoons rather than like, I don't know, that's just surprising to me. But I want to make sure to save some of this to take home to my sister if I'm able to go visit this coming weekend, because I think she bad. It's the only thing I don't like about the skull candy is that it feels like it just kind of pops out of my ear every now and then. So I am just going to do 2 tablespoons. That was honestly enough for me yesterday, just flavor-wise. And then I'm going to try to put these cinnamon sticks. I also got these from the Amish store. They had even bigger sizes, but I have never brought their cinnamon sticks. I didn't even know they have cinnamon sticks. So I just wanted to, but I was like very like, oh, I really want to try them. They sound just so like satisfying. I am going to put it at the bottom of the pot. I think we're just going to try one, and we'll see how that goes, because I do like the spice flavor, but just I really want to add a little bit of sweetness to it. But I want to take some of this home to my sister, so that she can try it, because she also really loves teas, and particularly we found this like chai tea that she likes this like Stash brand of chai tea, and I tried it, I liked it. I can't find it anywhere where I live. It's not at the Food Lion, it's not at the Walmart. How fun. So I've been on the hunt for a chai tea, and I was so excited to find this because I was just like, I gotta try this, and because I had been craving chai tea for so long. So I am going to boil some water and make this and have some yummy tea. I have been honestly in such a tea mood, even having tea before I go to bed. you know, just some sleepy time tea. So I feel like my place is very much a mess right now, but I just kind of feel like that's just how it is right now. So I will show you guys what it looks like after it has boiled and everything and is ready. And let me go ahead and get my cup out. I always love to do that. I think we are going to use this one. It says, I'm a teacher, what's your superpower? I just love this size. I feel like the size is perfect for tea. So, yeah. Let's get it going.